We've known Amazon Pharmacy was coming for a long time, and we knew that this was coming too, but today it's also official that the fleets are here. Twitter has rolled out its ephemeral stories feature globally. Those are the fleets. But it has also announced it is planning to test an audio-based social networking feature similar to what happens on Clubhouse. First on the fleets, quoting TechCrunch. The feature itself is a fairly basic version of the basic stories format, which will be located at the top of the Twitter timeline. Users can post text, photos, and videos to fleets directly, or share tweets into fleets and post their reactions. Others reply to fleets via direct message, much like how stories work on other platforms. Twitter says more formats and creative tools will come to the product in the near future, end quote. But on to that Clubhouse clone, quote, like Clubhouse, Twitter's new audio spaces will allow people to gather for live conversations with another person or a group of people. This is an area that so far has faced significant moderation challenges due to the nature of live audio. Clubhouse, though still in a private invite-only testing phase, has already seen several high-profile incidents of moderation failure, including the harassment of a New York Times reporter and other conversations that delved into anti-Semitism. Twitter, for all its efforts at developing new features to combat online abuse, from its hide replies feature to its newer conversation controls, has not yet proven itself to be the sort of company that has managed to successfully combat online abuse, harassment, and trolling, nor has it managed to develop a robust reporting system where users feel their complaints are swiftly handled. So given that live audio has proven even more difficult to moderate than text-based posts, Twitter's decision to invest in this space will likely be criticized by those who don't believe Twitter can safely engineer a platform for this type of conversation, end quote. Now, worth noting that they're not just throwing the doors to these audio rooms open to just everyone yet. They're beta testing with a small group of people, which, based on my experience with Clubhouse, is kind of the problem with this sort of product. Sure, I've had plenty of amazing conversations on Clubhouse, but I've done that because, up till now, it has been kept to a small group of very select people. For as amazing as the conversations have been on Clubhouse, I see absolutely zero way this will work when you throw the doors open to everyone. I can even report that recently the conversations on Clubhouse have gotten a lot worse over the last few months as the people on Clubhouse have expanded from a couple thousand to tens of thousands. And believe me, I realize how exclusionary and privileged that statement sounds. But I mean it to sound that way because that's the point I'm making. It's easy to have civil, in-depth, fascinating conversations when you limit it to people who all sort of know each other to begin with, and who generally share the same ideas and viewpoints. I simply don't see how any sort of audio product like this scales without becoming a total shit show. Happy to be proven wrong.